Welcome ladies and gents, my name is Curci and this is the review for Mad Max. Most movie to video game adaptations are bad, but it has worked in the past. Mad Max is one of those games that accurately recreates the world of Mad Max and still manages to be a good game to play. You play as Max, surviving in a post-apocalyptic world where all bodies of water have dried up and the world is nothing but a giant desert. Inhabiting this world are all sorts of insane people. Some have become cultists, praying to the water god that the oceans would return. Others are more feral and crazed. Then there are the war parties that rule over the region. The world feels very much the way a Mad Max game should. As Max, you must survive this brutal world by any means necessary. You must find food and water to replenish your health while also gathering pieces of scrap metal, which is used to upgrade your vehicle and give Max better equipment. There is a strong survival side to this game, which is a perfect fit for a game always trying to kill you. In fact, Mother Nature in this game is probably the most ferocious force in Mad Max, with winds that kick up debris and lightning that strikes around you. The game warns you when a storm is approaching and advises you to take cover to wait it out. Storms are a serious threat as your car could possibly be torn to pieces, which forces you out of the vehicle. Once on foot, you are most vulnerable as you are knocked around by debris, getting further and further away from your car as your ally frantically attempts to make repairs. Most scenarios inside of a storm ends with death, but if you are lucky enough to survive, you can find crates of scrap being tossed around. These have large amounts of scrap metal, which makes braving a storm extremely rewarding. Vehicle gameplay is a huge part of Mad Max. Early on, you gain possession of the Magnum Opus, a car built by the skilled mechanic named Chumbucket. The car is fully customizable as you pick a body, color, and can add decals. But more importantly, you can upgrade the car's armor, weaponry, or tires. Vehicle combat is an easy thing to grasp. You have a harpoon, a sniper rifle, and thunderpoons to cause massive damage. These are mechanics that all have their uses. You can use the harpoon to pull a door off an enemy car, and then fire it a second time to yank the driver straight out of his seat. Or, you can fire thunderpoons to take out enemy armor and destroy enemy cars. If your car is damaged, Chumbucket, who rides in the back of the car, can easily make repairs to get you moving again. Vehicle gameplay in general is a positive for the game. On the flip side of the gameplay is melee combat, which is, at this point, standard procedure Batman style. You strike, dodge, and counter when prompted. As you build up a hit streak, you can unleash Fury Mode, where Max's strikes deal more damage for a limited time. Upgrading Max's skills can have him use other abilities like killing a downed opponent while in Fury Mode, or unleashing an attack to shield-wielding foes to destroy the shield. You can use weapons in combat as well. Max has a shotgun, which you really only want to use in sticky situations due to scarce ammo. There are shivs, which are useful for a quick kill, and melee weapons that can be picked up after an enemy drops it. Some enemies require different strategies, but the strategies aren't all that different. There are no real combos in Mad Max. Most enemies can be countered, some might require a dodge. But mostly the hand-to-hand combat is a very dumbed-down version of what you would have seen in a Batman game. Mad Max is an open-world game, and it's executed well. You'll find yourself being repeatedly distracted by things you encounter, a mark of a good open-world game. Scavenger locations fill most of the world, and you'll more than likely want to explore these to find water to fill your canteen or recover more scrap so that you can upgrade further. As you complete objectives and eliminate enemies, you can earn Griffith tokens, which are used to upgrade perks for Max. Some will have him use less fuel when driving, while others will give him more overall health. The world is divided up by territories, each with a threat level that starts at 5. As you take out the local war faction, the threat level lowers, which unlocks more upgrades. You can do this by pulling down scarecrows, disarming minefields, attacking convoys, or eliminating enemy camps. There are 4 types of enemy camps. Oil pumps require you to destroy an oil pump. Transfer tanks task you with destroying multiple areas where oil is stored. For stank gun camps, your job is to take out all the enemies in the camp. And finally, there are top dog camps that have you taking out a top dog in a sort of boss battle. These top dog battles felt very repetitive to me, as every top dog are large guys with heavy melee weapons that they swing around. The strategy with these guys are the exact same every time. Dodge, attack. Dodge, attack. Some will have minions that occasionally jump into the fray, which adds a slight degree of challenge, but overall, I felt that the top dog battles were a missed opportunity to do something different for each fight. There are other things to do as well, like Death Run, which is the racing mode of the game, vantage points to scout out a region, and of course collectibles. There is also a story in this game, but it's not exactly the best in the world. While the second half really kicks in and is good, the first half is confusing and borderline just bad. While I did think Max's character was well executed, I never connected with any other character until closer to the end, when I did connect with just one character. Aside from a less than stellar story, the game is also plagued by numerous technical issues. There were times when my car started flipping out for no reason as I attempted to exit, a frame rate that drops when things get too intense, and a lot of cutscenes that had unsynced audio. These are a few of the glitches that are just jarring. None are game breaking, but they happen too frequently to just ignore. In the end, Mad Max is overall pretty standard procedure. A standard procedure open world with standard procedure Batman combat. While the game does do the license justice and the vehicle gameplay is good, between the technical hiccups, not so great story, and missed opportunities with combat, I'm left with saying that it's a good game, but there's nothing truly eye-popping about it. It's just a different take on the type of game that's been done before, only now it's Mad Max. I mean, it is a great Mad Max game, which I guess means something to someone. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.